The best thing we can do is just say something, because that's the best way we can intervene and maybe help save a life.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of The State of Soy. I'm Michaela Jordan, joined today by Jason Haglund, a farmer and a behavioral health systems consultant from the Boone area, and today we're talking about the importance of farmer mental health and the different resources that are available to the agricultural community. Jason, you have a unique background in behavioral health science and in agriculture. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you connect the two.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I grew up on a farm, never thought I'd become a farmer. Went to grad school, got my degree in counseling psychology, and really spent most of my career as an executive overseeing leading behavioral health organizations. And it wasn't only about 10 years ago I discovered, why aren't I talking about behavioral health in agriculture? And about at the same time, I went through my own succession process of taking over the family farm along with my sister and brother-in-law and wife. And so it really merged together all of the things I went to school to do and being back on the farm.
There's a lot happening within the agriculture industry day to day on the farm, and sometimes that can impact a farmer's mental health. Whether it's you or another farmer around you, what symptoms should we be looking for somebody who may be facing some of those different challenges?
Yeah, I mean, really, we have to think about, when does stress become chronic stress? Because being a farmer is stressful. Whether you're growing crops, corn or soybeans, whether you're raising cattle or pigs, there's stress all the time because you can't walk away from it. You can't always step back and take a break. And so one of the things I always look for is folks who are talking about feeling hopeless, feeling overwhelmed, not taking care of things like they used to take care of things, drinking more, using substances more. Generally, the folks closest to you are the last folks to notice it. So oftentimes it's neighbors, friends, people at church who are going to notice some slight behavior changes, and that's really the time to say something.
If we are starting to notice some of those behavioral shifts, whether it's how people are taking care of things or how they're taking care of themselves, how can we approach that conversation, or when would be the correct time to say something to them?
Well, in a quiet space, kind of away from other people. I always like to sit down at the kitchen table. I'm a big kitchen table type of person. But I think the best thing to do is just ask, how are you doing? And not in the way that sometimes we ask nicely in passing, how are you doing? Because generally we'll just get a fine, I'm fine. And that's not what we need to do. We need to sit with someone and actually give them the time and space and listen for what's really going on with them and take the time for us to have that conversation. I think that's the best thing we can do, is provide that time and space to really reach out and be concerned about someone.
So after we've had these conversations, there may be things that are beyond our scope of being able to help somebody with. What are some of those resources that could be available to people within the agriculture industry and beyond the agriculture industry when it comes to mental health?
Some of the best resources for agricultural mental health come from our local extension offices. You know, here in Iowa, we have Iowa State University Extension and Outreach, and they have fantastic resources on farmer stress, farmer mental health, and they also have a hotline, which was started in 1985 during the original farm crisis. And so that's a great resource to think about utilizing, but every state has extension offices. And of course, the National Crisis Hotline, 988, is always the easiest one to remember and the best one to share with people.
There's also a negative stigma that surrounds the mental health industry and the different challenges that individuals may be facing. What is the best way to make those conversations approachable and to kind of work towards ending that stigma?
It affects everyone. It affects our kids, it affects our parents and grandparents. Geriatric behavioral health issues are huge, especially in rural areas. And so when I think about what we can do, the best thing we can do is have trainings, and there's all kinds of trainings like mental health first aid, question, persuade, refer. A lot of times Extension provides those. A lot of times local organizations provide those types of trainings. And that's the best way to start a conversation and be led in a conversation of how you can go back and make a difference in your local community.
Final question for you. Is there any advice or words of recommendation that you would offer to your fellow farmers related to this topic?
We oftentimes see a change in our neighbor or a friend, but we're afraid we don't have the right words. We're afraid we don't know what to say, or if we say something, we might make it worse, as opposed to making it better. The best thing we can do is just say something. Go up and ask someone how they're doing, because that's the best way we can intervene and maybe help save a life.
Your mental health matters, and so does that of your neighbors. Jason, thank you for all you do to shine a light on mental health and spotlighting the resources that are available to the agricultural community. If you or someone you know is struggling, there are resources and people available to help with the challenges that you could be facing related to the agriculture industry. Know that your friends, family, neighbors, and the Iowa Soybean Association truly do care. Reporting for this edition of the State of Soy, I'm Michaela Jordan.
Progress is a human invention. We look at our world and we imagine how to make it better. That's the power of human ingenuity. We can redefine what's possible. At Bayer, we're shaping the future of agriculture. Like farms where all life grows together. It's not impossible, it's progress.